you are not going to be able to do exactly the way I say because of our tightness here tonight. So I'm going to teach it to you just as though I was teaching a group of young girls. And I would say, this is a knife. This is a pocket knife. Have you ever been told not to play with knives? Have you?
Yeah.
Have you? That's exactly right. But you are not going to play with this knife. You are going to use it. And if you use it the way I teach you how to use it, there will be no big L's. Now, a pocket knife will never cut off an ear, a nose, a finger, an arm, or any part of your body. However, if you do not use it correctly, it could cause a big owl. Now, why am I telling them that? Because they've been told, that's right, not to use knives. They're quite sure that if they make a mistake, they'll cut their finger off. And so I'm telling them right up front, no, this will not cut off a part of your body. But if you don't use it correctly, could it cause a big owl? Do you want a big owl? Are you going to do it my way? Because if you do it my way, then you won't have any big owls. And I usually tell the girls, you know what? You can grow up, you can go to college, you can get an education and a fine job, and if you choose, you can meet a significant other. Ooh, I know. And after that, you can do it any way you want to. But until then, you're going to do it my way, right? When you use a pocket knife, there are certain things you have to remember. And number one is something that you cannot see, taste, smell, or touch. But you are never going to open your pocket knife unless you have this. Anybody know what it might be?
Space.
Have another name for it, similar to that.
Well, I heard you say something like circle of safety.
Circle of safety. Now, a circle of safety goes like this. Is my pocket knife open? It is this all the way around, and there's nobody in my circle of safety. Now, let me just show you one. Let's just say this is my BFF. Yes, I do know what a BFF is. And we're talking, and I'm whittling away, and I slip. Is it going to cut her arm off? No, but is it going to be a big owl?
Yeah.
It could be a big owl. However, if I am talking to her and using my pocket knife, and this is a circle of safety, then if I slip, am I hurting anybody? No. We don't want to hurt ourselves, and we don't want to hurt somebody else. Now, let me ask you this. Who's in charge of your circle of safety?
Yourself.
Do you say, hey, you, get out of my circle of safety? Whose responsibility is it to move? Yours. That's right. Excuse me, I'm going to move away. Now, right now, what we would be doing is everybody would take a pocket knife, stand up, move out, and demonstrate a circle of safety.
Parking lot.
And so that's why I'm saying we won't necessarily do that. So now, does that mean that they are opening their knife? Are you going to open your knife? No. You're going to take a knife, go out, show a leader. So now you have 2 or 3 people who are going around double checking everybody. This is my circle of safety. Good. Go back and sit down. That's number 1. What is number 1?
Circle of safety.
Number 2 is how you open and close a knife. Watch. I'm holding my knife and I'm going to, I just cut my fingernails, I hardly have any. Open. Yeah. Easy. But now I want you to listen very carefully. What'd you hear? Where's my finger? Is my finger here? My finger's there. Why did it close?
Tension.
There's got a spring inside. Usually somebody in the group will know. It has a spring. Now some pocket knives have very weak springs. And some pocket knives have very strong springs. And let me ask you this. If my finger is here and I am pushing this close, who's going to be faster, the spring or me?
Spring.
Spring is going to be faster. Going to cut my finger off?
No.
Big out?
Yeah.
Possibly. So I am not going to let the spring be in charge of this pocket knife. Watch and listen. I put that baby to bed because I am in charge of it. I could say, oh, no, maybe I won't close it. I'll open it, I'll close it. I'm in charge. I can feel that spring pulling on it. Who's in charge of this pocket knife?
I am.
That's right. So when I close it, do I hear a click?
No.
Now, right now, what we're going to do is you all have your pocket knives. Everybody pull out. What are you going to do, number one?
Circle of safety.
Now you're going to show that you can.
Open
And
close.
clicking.
No.
Now, when you open it, you'll hear a little click. Well, that's okay. But when you close it, who's in charge?
I am.
That's right, you are. Now, obviously, we're not going to do that tonight. I will let you use your knives in a little bit, but right now, it's just too hard for us to get outside and you're going to still be able to hear me. So, they're going to go, remember the,
Circle of safety.
number 2 is?
Open.
Now, what will happen is when you send them out, you will have a little girl who says, oh, there's something wrong with this pocket knife. No, this one won't work. Can I do another one? I can't open it. I can't open it. Why is she doing that?
She's scared.
She's scared. She is, because we've been told not to use a pocket knife. So let me borrow you if you can stand up. So what you're going to do is you're going to work with that girl and you're going to see, now you hold it right like this. And I'm going to be right beside you. Yeah, you're littler. Now let's try it together. I'm going to hold this hand because this is the hand that is all getting sweaty and she's having a hard time holding it still. Now let's try opening it together. Come in and opening. You can do it. You can do it. All right, good. Now let's try closing it. Remember holding it with the 3 fingers. Keep in touch of it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. So you see, what you're going to do is give her a little bit of confidence. Now, in our box here, there's some that are very old that tend to be more difficult. Actually, this is probably like the one I had when I was a Girl Scout. But most of them are not necessarily. By the way, do not carve soap with these pocket knives. Why? Because then you have to wash the knife. And then it may rust and not work well. If you want to carve soap, use either a small kitchen knife or use a plastic knife, one or the other. That's okay, it's a good activity, but not for a pocket knife. Now we're talking about using a sharp knife and learning how to use it. Okay, so now we've taught them how to close. Now I want to show you how to use the pocket knife.
And when you tell them to open it, do you emphasize the all the way to the left, or they kind of know that? Because they could spring back if they don't open it. What?
Depends on if they're right or left-handed.
Yeah.
They want to be
Well, or to the right. I'm just saying open it all the way. Do you have some that just open it halfway and then
No,
it
it
springs
needs to open
back?
all the way. You want it because what will happen is the next thing, and thank you for reminding me,
Yeah.
is they'll say, oh, I can't close this one. I can't. And what they just need to do is you need to get past that fulcrum right there. And once you do, then it's easy to handle. But that again is nerves. That is scared. I'm scared of this pocket knife. And so you just need to help them get the feel of getting past where it's tight, and then it's easier to close, okay? So yeah, you definitely want them to open all the way, because remember we learned how to, and we learned how to close. And now I want to talk to you about holding the pocket knife. So if I were to hold the pocket knife like this, and it were to start to close up, what would happen? Cut off all my fingers?
No.
Big ow?
Yes.
So just always keep reminding them that's not to be afraid of. No big ows if you do it my way. When I look at this pocket knife right now, I'm looking. There is this very thin piece right here. Turn it over.